Hey everybody, welcome back to another Oxygen tutorial video. My name is Jonathan with Permaslug, and today what I'm going to do is show you how to build a sticky sidebar on your website. So you can put a call to action of whatever kind, whether that be a contact form like you see on your screen here, or any other element can fit in this because we're using the column element. So if I scroll down the page, you can see that the content does stay sticky with me until I reach the bottom, and it kind of pushes up nicely. So I'll show you how to recreate that. Before we get started, I wanted to mention that I created a Facebook group called Permaslug WordPress Professionals. You can find the link to join in the description below, and I would love to have you. The idea with this is that it's for people that are working in WordPress or work with it frequently, and I really want to turn this into a super high quality group that's sharing content that helps everybody learn and grow. So whether you have questions about how to run and grow a business offering WordPress website design, you have questions about WordPress or plugins or whatever it may be, join the group and ask away. We'd love to help. And although it's small right now, we're definitely going to grow this quickly, so I would love to have you there. So let's go ahead and start with this tutorial by moving into the Oxygen editor. And as you can see on your screen, I don't quite have the sidebar layout set up. The way we're going to achieve that is by using the columns element like I mentioned. So go to the structure pane and let's click on the top level item here. Sometimes this says body, but in my case it says enter content. So go ahead and click on add. Choose the column element, and then the column layout here really doesn't matter because you can kind of configure this later. If you want to do a right-hand sidebar like I'm going to do, just choose the 60/40 option, and then I'm going to change this column's width to like 65%, something like that. Now from here what I'm going to do is actually take this column element and pull it all the way back up to the top of the page, and then I'm going to take each of these sections and actually put them in my left-hand div here. The easiest way that I find to do that is by adding in just like a text element so that you can actually open up the div underneath it, and then you can just drag the sections inside that div, and then of course you'll just delete your text element, and there you go. So in this right hand div here, I'm going to add in just like a heading that says sign up now, and then let's add some margin underneath that heading, and then I'm going to add a shortcode. The shortcode let's set to a width of 100%. And then this shortcode is just the Gravity Forms that I have installed on this site. So ID equals 1, title equals false, description equals false, and Ajax equals true. And then, if I can type, there we go. And then don't render in Oxygen. If you click that little checkbox and then uncheck it, a lot of times it will actually render the form for you. Maybe I have to do it again. There we go. Now the form is rendered. So your Gravity Forms right out of the box is not going to look like this because I have a CSS style sheet on this site to make it look a little bit more interesting. You can find the link to that as well in the description, and just basically copy and paste the CSS into a style sheet on your site. So if we look at this right now, of course our sidebar is not sticky at the moment, so there's a couple of things we need to do to kind of get that layout. So first thing is make sure you have the div that you want to be sticky selected, and just add a class called sticky. From here, what we're going to do is add a style sheet to our site. So again, I already mentioned I have one that has my Gravity Form CSS, so I'm just going to add one called my custom CSS. And then we're going to add in the media query for this particular sticky div, and I just have this on my clipboard. You can just basically pause the video and write this. It's super simple. This media query here is saying that anything above 993 pixels is going to enable that sticky sidebar. Anything less than that, it's not going to be sticky, which is of course what we want. I'm a big fan of saving frequently, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and then return to the Oxygen editor here. And you'll see that even though we added the class and that style sheet, the sidebar is still not sticky. So what we need to do to actually make the sidebar sticky is choose our main column element and then go to Advanced Layout and make sure the display is set to Flex. And then what you have to do is change align items to anything other than stretch. So Flex Start is going to be totally fine. It shouldn't make any changes to the layout of your content. And then if you scroll, you can see our sidebar is now sticky. So we're using the column element because you have the ability to change the column layout at different breakpoints. So I'm going to change my screen width to less than 992, and the content on the left side of the page, of course, is at the very top. But in this case, I want my call to action to be at the very top, so that's really simple to achieve. All you got to do is go back to the all devices screen width, select the column, and change reverse column order to whatever breakpoint you want. I'm just going to do less than 992 in this case, and then if I change my screen width again, then you'll find that the call to action is at the top, and the left-hand sidebar content is kind of below it, so that's really awesome. Now from here, if you want a background color on this div, you can go ahead and set that. Let's just change it to that sort of off-white color that I had, and you'll notice that it doesn't actually stretch all the way to the bottom. The way that you can fix that if you want it to is by going to Advanced size and spacing, and changing the height to 100 VH, and then it's going to stretch the background color to that whole sidebar. I kind of like it without it though, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove that, and then let's save and take a look on the front end. So there's the sidebar that we just created that is now sticky to our content on the page. I have to give a shout out to Sridhar with WP Dev Design for that particular media query that he wrote in another tutorial that I saved and have been using quite frequently ever since, so I really appreciate that. Hopefully this tutorial has been helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a future video.